butterfly, and Jill Sturkle owns every one of these records. Swimming in lane 3 against her, that's Jennifer Wagstaff, junior from Kansas. In lane 4, Sue Habernig, the sophomore from USC. 22-year-old Jill Sturkle. Again, she holds all the records, American, U.S. Open, and collegiate at this distance. Joan Pennington from Texas is swimming in lane 6. Lane 7, 19-year-old youngster Mary T. Meagher, world record holder at 100 meters and 200 meters butterfly. And that's Amy Calkins in lane 8, Tracy's older sister, 23 years old. Ready for the start, 100-yard butterfly.
Take your mark.
At this NCAA championship, they're using the center 6 lanes of a 10-lane pool. It bunches them up. There's the fastest field of butterflies this country's seen.
4 lengths of the pool in this 100-yard butterfly, 25 yards each, approaching the first turn. And up first, that's Jill Sturkle. Joan Pennington in lane 6 is second, and Mary T. is third now. Sturkle out in the lead.
Jill Sturkle, gold medalist in 1976 in the sprints, has been the class of the short distance field ever since. Mary T. Meagher, world record in the distance butterflies. The turns are a problem.
Meagher's running third now, John. Meagher, it's Jill Sturkle in first, Joan Pennington in second, and in lane 6, that's Joan Pennington. Lane 7 is Meagher. Approaching the last turn for home.
Jill Sturkle has explosive speed off the walls, a big upper body. She's stroking away from the field.
Look at Sturkle.
And Meagher's making a come on right now.
Meagher making her move on Joan Pennington. It'll be Sturkle all the way. The race is now for second place. It is Sturkle, and Meagher grabs second with Pennington third. And Jill Sturkle is paying for this one.
Jill came into this meet not feeling really well. She's feeling a little bit sick, a little anemic, but it didn't keep her out of the winner's circle.
Jill Sturkle, who owns the American record at this distance. Not a record today. Boy, she is one tired young lady. The order of finish, Jill Sturkle, Mary T. Meagher second, and Joan Pennington third. Ready now for the 50-yard breaststroke.
They don't keep U.S. Open and American records in flyback and breast events shorter than 100 yards.
All right, swimming in lane 3, that's Jeannie Childs from Hawaii. Lane 4 is Amy Pless, a junior from UNC. In lane 5 is 22-year-old Angelica Knipping, a freshman at Alabama, a world-class sprinter from West Germany. Lane 6, collegiate record holder at this distance. That's Kathy Tribal, 22 years old, from Florida. Lane 7, Pam Ratcliffe, a junior from Southern Illinois. And in lane 8, Kathy Smith, the freshman from Stanford. We're ready for the start.
In a 2-length race, the start is crucial.
2 lengths of the bull breaststroke, girls. Take your mark.
A good underwater pull. Your starts and turns have to be right on the money. Angelica Knipping is probably going to be on the West German Olympic team next year.
Right now, though, Kathy Tribal was in the lead. The red cap there. Lane 6 on the first turn. This is the last length of this race. 50 yards of breaststroke, and look at Knipping. Look at Knipping. Lane 5, Angelica Knipping is taking the lead away from Tribal.
Notice how they stay low to the water, reaching far forward, and a good underwater pull, and she's swimming away from them.
Tribal's trying to catch her. She won't do it. Knipping touches first, and look at this. Kathy Smith chases down Kathy Tribal, so it's a tie for second. And the time there, 28.80. That is a new collegiate record. Knipping snatching it away from the American Kathy Tribal. Angelica Knipping from Wetter, West Germany, holds 20 German records, and now a collegiate one to go with it.
An interesting story. Her coach at the University of Alabama is Don Gambrill, our head Olympic coach next year.
Knipping and Tribal and Smith with a tie for second place. What a race. It is now time for the 50-yard freestyle. And the collegiate, the U.S. Open, and the American record, well, that belongs now to Tammy Thomas. This is Annie Lett in lane 3. Jill Sturkle owned that record that Thomas broke earlier in the preliminaries today. There's Thomas from Kansas. The surprise here. In lane 6, Ingrid Lawrence from Houston. Lane 7, Barbara Major, a senior from Stanford. And lane 8, Carol Landry, a junior from Alabama. 50 yards freestyle, 2 lengths.
Oh, they were rolling a little bit. Sturkle and Thomas were going to
Look at Thomas. Thomas is way out ahead.
An amazing start. She comes up half a body length. That's a fantastic start.
Tammy Thomas, 6'1" tall in lane 5. On the turn, let's see who's first. It is still Thomas there in the middle of your screen with the white hat. Jill Sturkle is trying to catch her. Remember, Thomas snatched Jill Sturkle's American record away from her earlier in the day. And she touches first. Another American record for Tammy Thomas, 22.17. Jill Sturkle has to be a disbeliever.
An amazing performance, a flawless performance. She hit her starts perfectly. Her turn, there was no problem. It's amazing to see someone pull away from a sprint field in a 2-length race.
Look at Tammy Thomas. And congratulations from the veteran there, Jill Sturkle.
Tammy, a relative unknown. A year ago, her best place was third. Here she comes in, breaks American records twice in one event, one day.
It's amazing. A senior from Kansas. Nobody knew who she was. There she is with her coach, Gary Kemp, from Kansas. And a look at the order of finish here, of course, is Tammy Thomas with a new American record of 22.17. Jill Sturkel and Ingrid Lawrence in third. Here's John with Tammy.
Tammy, your second American record in a day. You must feel pretty good.
It's good feeling. It hasn't hit me yet, but I probably will in about 2 or 3 days.
Now, the 50 is the fastest event here in the meet, and there's a whole lot of little specifics you have to worry about. How are you looking at this race?
In the 50, all the little things count. Starts, turns, your head position, everything. If you do one little thing wrong, that's it.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So Tammy, 16 points for first place. Doesn't push Kansas into the top 5 in the team standings. But as you take a look at those standings with Stanford in first place, I'll tell you, this young lady has gold medal written all over her. We'll be back. Surprise here in Lincoln. Tammy Thomas from Kansas. Jill Sturkel, the veteran there. You know, Thomas took Sturkel's American record away from her in the 50-yard freestyle.
Yeah, but I'll never count out Jill Sturkel in any of the sprint races. Jill's work habits are what make her one of our country's great athletes. She swims more than 4 miles daily and lifts weights and plays basketball and volleyball. She's proud of her dedication.
I think the personal satisfaction I get from just working that hard, you feel good after a practice is over.
Sturkel is an excellent student athlete. She's also active in campus activities, where she's president of the Student Athletes Association and meets regularly with Women's Athletic Director Donna Lopiano to discuss the athletes' concerns.
Everybody in the group explaining.
She's so quiet, it's hard to imagine her being an effective leader, but her coach Richard Quick says that she sets the pace for the rest of the team. And she isn't always as quiet as it might appear.
Well, when I'm with close friends or swimmers, I'm pretty obnoxious sometimes, and I can be loud and carry on. But when I'm around people that I don't know very well, or that you're not supposed to act that way, I can be really quiet and just kind of stay back in the background.
Well, quiet time is over now. It's time for the 50-yard butterfly. And Jill Sturkel owns the collegiate record at this distance. Swimming against her, though, in lane 3, that's Ellen Buvik, the sophomore from Arizona. In lane 4, Sue Habernig, the sophomore from USC. You'll remember this face in lane 5. Tammy Thomas, who now owns the American record at 50 freestyle. In lane 6, well, Jill Sturkel is not ready just yet. Not on the blocks. Lane 7, Kelly Asplund from Stanford. And in lane 8, Mary T. Meagher, California, the freshman, world record holder, 100-meter and 200-meter butterfly. And now Jill is ready. Lane 6, remember, has the record at this distance. She's swimming again against Tammy Thomas. Ready for the start.
2 lengths of the full butterfly, ladies. Take your mark. Stand up.
Fall back.
Stand up.
The starter's supposed to hold them until they're all perfectly stationary. It's crucial for a fair start, and a start's important in a race like this.
Clean start.
Expect a good start out of Tammy Thomas, and we
Look
got
at
one.
Thomas in lane 5. Thomas is ahead of Sturkel, and Sturkel is going to have to push it if she's going to save her record at this distance. 1 length left after the turn here.
Thomas missed her turn. She came in on a half stroke, and she lost the distance. Sturkel took the lead on
There's
the wall.
Sturkel in the lead. Sturkel and Thomas and Habernig. It's Sturkel and Thomas. Sturkel's going to take it if she can hang on. 50 yards butterfly, and Jill Sturkel for Tammy Thomas. You can't have this record, Tammy. What a great race.
24.26, not quite a new record, but still a good swim. She's got to be pleased with it because, frankly, Tammy's quite a threat in the sprint.
So Sturkel saves her collegiate record with that swim. Some congratulations from Stanford senior Kelly Asplund. A look at the order of finish. Sturkel again takes first in the 50-yard butterfly. Tammy Thomas second. Sue Habernig is in third.
Good.
John's with Jill now.
You didn't expect to win this or not?
I don't know. I haven't been feeling too well lately, and the speed yesterday wasn't there, but
Now, Tammy outswam you in the 50 free, not by much, and she really went out for it in the 50 fly just now. In fact, you caught her just on the turn, really. Were you watching her at all?
well, I knew she was there. Off the start, I could see her because she usually gets out there pretty good. But I knew if I just kept coming at the end, I might be able to get her.
What do you think of swimmers like Tammy Thomas?
I think it's great. We need more of them. It's going to help out, I think, trying to talk her into going really fast this summer.
Can Jill Sturkel make Olympic team 8 years after her last one?
Yeah,
think there's a possibility.
Congratulations to Jill Sturkle, 1976 Olympic gold medalist on the American relay team. As you take a look at the team standings thus far, John Neighbor is now with Tammy Thomas, who finished second.
Tammy, you exploded off the blocks. You were going into the wall a half a body length ahead. How did you lose it in that short period of time?
I came into the wall a short stroke, and so I had to kick in instead of take a half stroke because I would have been too close to the wall. My turn would have been ineffective. So she got me there. That just happens.
How will you prevent that next time?
Just hopefully kick off the start a little bit harder. Maybe it'll come in the right amount.
Well, good luck to you. It was a nice swim.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Respect from Tammy Thomas for the veteran Jill Sturkle. Two ladies you'll be seeing swimming against each other one more